Well, good morning, and thanks for joining us this morning for an important day. We're excited to be here today to talk about our extension of Antonio Brown's contract. Happy to say he'll be with us for another 5 years, and really a lot of reasons why we would want to have a player like Antonio, obviously. He's one of the hardest working players I think we've ever had on our team. He leads by example, and I think at this point, most importantly, he has a lot of records, he has a lot of accolades. There's really only one thing that's on his mind and our mind, and that's bringing another Super Bowl trophy here. So we're excited to have Antonio back and get this contract done early. We had talked last summer about when the season was over that we wanted to get this done early so that we all could get back to work and have one of our priorities done. And so the timing of it really works for all of us. So I want to thank Antonio and his representatives for the hard work in getting this done. And Antonio, it's all yours.
Well, I would like to thank Mr. Art Rooney, Dan Rooney, Kevin Colbert, Coach Tomlin, my teammates, Seal Nation. I'm extremely grateful to be here today and excited about the future.
Open up for questions. What did you do last night?
I just spent some time with the family. You know, it's a great time, and I was just extremely excited, and it's my normal things.
Antonio, how much of is what you do on the field driven by having to prove yourself or wanting to prove yourself?
Well, every year you got to prove yourself. You know, every year is a new year and a fresh start, so you got to come out and prove yourself. And that battle's never ending. You know, every year I'm judged upon my performance and how I make the team better.
Antonio, you told us last summer you never considered holding out, that you knew the Steelers would do right by you. Why were you so sure? Why so much loyalty to this organization?
Well, Art and Dan Rooney, they've been first class with me since I first got here. Dan always sent letters to my house. They always made me feel warm welcome. Always invited my family around. Just treat me as a professional. Always communicated with me. Had a great conversation with Mr. Art Rooney last summer. And, you know, once he gives you your word, he stick to his word. And I'm just excited and grateful I play for a good organization.
How important was it for you to become the highest paid wide receiver in the league, to have that recognized in that?
Well, the Rooney did a great job with, you know, accommodating me. They always does a great job in that regard. I was just grateful we could get things done early and often.
Antonio, how much do you feel like this sets an example for other guys on the team that are in similar situations a year or two away from, you know, maybe re-signing, that if you show some patience, if you do things the right way, that the team will reward you for your production?
Well, I just give everybody inspiration, motivation. You know, if you work hard and do the right things, you'll get rewarded. And on the results of working hard and doing the right things and being in this position.
Antonio, how important is it for someone else to develop that number 2 receiver that takes some pressure off you?
Well, we got to find a way to get the job done, whatever the job entails. We all got to step up. We got to find a way to do what we desire to do. And as a Steeler, we desire to win championships.
Martavis, can he do that?
I feel like he could do that. You know, whoever's here going to give it. It'll be a reason we win.
Antonio, has Mike Tomlin expressed to you that he'd like to see any changes in the way that you carry yourself, either with the celebrations or in the locker room, things like that, since the end of the season?
Not really. I spoke with Ben last night. He was pretty excited. You know, there's always room to grow, though. I think I could be more of a better leader and being vocal. I think we all could get better. You know, I think I could get better in some instance, more leadership, being vocal, being accountable, and those are some of the things we're going to work at upon this year.
What example do you have on that? Like, you know, things you can do in the locker room, practice field?
Well, I think, you know, actions always speak louder than words. I just think motivating guys in the building, in regards of let them know what's at stake, just being a better example and a better leader for the guys that's going to be here.
AB, you mentioned talking to Ben. I mean, did you say, was it part of that conversation, I need you throwing balls to me for the next 2 years?
That's always the topic. We're excited. We're looking forward to some great things. I'm just grateful to be here at this exciting time. Extremely thankful from Art, Dan Rooney, Kevin Colbert, the Steelers. My family's here, and I'm extremely grateful.
So, what does it mean to be accountable beyond catches and touchdowns, things on the field? What is accountability beyond that?
Just bringing out knowing how to inspire your teammates, knowing how to bring out the best of your teammates, and knowing, with all the things that happen in us, it's going to be an extra eye on me, and just doing the right things, and I'm excited for the journey. Just the first step in that regard.
We've talked so much about how you have a chip on your shoulder. The Steelers have just said you're the most valuable wide receiver in the NFL. How do you still stay hungry? What's next?
Well, you always got to be hungry. Like I said, it's just a step in the journey, and it's a lot of work to be done. And I'm excited about that process. I'm grateful for the opportunity. The Steelers put so much value in me, show their trust and value in me in regards to this point today. But I got to do my regards in regards of the journey unfolding and moving forward.
Actually, Tony, to follow up the previous question from Will over there, when you were asked about Ben throwing you the ball once, the numbers actually become less of a concern now for you because you've gotten this big contract. Are you less concerned about outside opportunities like Facebook Live or commercials and things like that because you have come into this money?
Well, it's all about winning. Our business is winning. I never come into the year and think about the numbers and such. I always just want to be accountable to being my best self, being the best teammate, and being the reason we win ball games. That's really my focus.
As an individual player, are you aware of the sort of window in which you have yourself and Ben and all in your times to get it to win a Super Bowl?
That's what you asked me.
Are you guys aware of a window of years in which you feel you have a big opportunity to win a Super Bowl? Are you aware of any pressure from thinking of that?
Well, it's going to be a lot of pressure that comes in that regard, and that's the way we want it. We want it that way, and that's always been the Steelers' way. So I'm excited to get the journey started this year. Every year we got to prepare like it's our last year upon the details and getting better, and I'm excited to approach it this year.
The teams in the NFL keep getting younger and younger, but why do you think your skill set translates into your 30s?
We'll see. I'm excited to prove all that amongst the journey. It's only the first day of it unfolding, and I'm excited to move forward and talk to you guys a lot more moving forward.
Was last year any more challenging, given what defenses were throwing at you in the previous couple, and do you expect that to get even more difficult? Is there even more they can do?
Every year is going to be a challenge. It's only going to get harder. Teams studying out how to put the brakes on me. But, that's what makes this game so special. It's always a challenge. You always got to show growth and improvement, and there's always a lot of pressure. And I'm excited about those things and looking forward to the process of them unfolding.
Tony, obviously yesterday was a big day for you, but the Steelers also placed a franchise tag on Le'Veon. How important is it that he signs, and what kind of advice would you have for him in terms of dealing with negotiations and being a Steeler, as you call it, a Steeler for life?
Well, his son, his agent, and his other people got to work amongst. But I think how special it is to be in here. And I know every year we're going to have a chance. And that's all you can ask for as a player. And he's excited about that.
You were one game away this season. Have you asked Mr. Rooney for anything? What does this team need? What's the missing piece?
Well, we got to find a way. I feel like if we got our health, we're right there. But we can't make excuses. Still a long ways to go for the new journey that's unfolding. And I'm excited about the process. Extremely grateful to the Steelers, like I said, the organization, Art, Dan Rooney, Kevin Colbert, Mr. Rooney. I've been out there watching Ben. What's up, Ben?
Final question for AB.
The Last season, heightened your, go ahead.
You mentioned the team goals, Super Bowl. You have some individual ones, like all-time Steeler receiver, and you're standing in the NFL before you retire for good, Antonio?
Yeah, all those things will unfold, with the right timing. My focus now is, all the Steelers greats, all those guys have hardware. I haven't had the opportunity to win the Super Bowl. And for me, that's the ultimate goal every year, to go out and see if I can win the ring. And I'm excited about that process, and I'm excited to be a Steeler.